Okay, 4 minutes to go. Um, Liverpool are 4-1 up. Extremely impressive. Second half, Shaqiri has been outstanding. Um, let's be perfectly honest about it. It's I'm trying to make sense of this because it's hard. I think Marino's run has ran the legs off the United players here. He's given most of them, the majority of the 14 players, 70 to 75 minutes, and now Liverpool are just they're absolutely strolling this. To be perfectly honest with you, um, see now. Yeah. Now he's now Liverpool are just they're absolutely strolling this. To be perfectly honest with you. Sorry, I'll get the volume off, you lads. Yeah, 3 minutes to go. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm on the mobile and all that mess. Uh, 3 minutes to go. We've been very, very good. I have to say, second half. Players, Sturridge comes on and scores after 50 something seconds. Um, Sturridge looking razor sharp, Mick. Yeah. And Ray says he's looking forward to the second half. The lads coming on. Yeah. They've been really good. And it's the sort of performance from these players that you're looking for. A couple of them winning a chance of not starting, but definitely being on the bench for the first game of this new season. Sturridge comes on 52 seconds, I think it is, after he comes on. Shaqiri gets in. He's boy as or Bailey as I call him is all over him. Gets the touch back and good finish by Sturridge. Penalty then Robertson is taken down by Herrera. We're only talking about Herrera and his little last night felt. He got done for it there. Ojo takes the kills the penalties you've ever seen in your life. He walks up to and puts it in the side net, and it was ridiculous. And then Shaqiri decides the first miskick a ball was right foot, then he gets the corner. It comes back across, then it comes back across again, and he just unleashes this overhead kick to make it 4-1. United are out on their feet. They're simply out on their feet. They can't get near Liverpool because Liverpool are playing. They're just playing football across and back, across and back. But if you watch it, as they're playing across and back, they're getting up the pitch. Like Joe Gomez gets it and he puts it across to Phillips, and they're 40 yards from their own goal. And the next time they do it, they're 60 yards from their own goal. They're on the halfway line. So it's progression without being obviously progressive. It's just up the pitch, up the pitch, up the pitch. And you don't want to do it because you don't want to know whether to drop deep or step up. Shaqiri's running in between the lines all the time. Shaqiri's been very impressive, I have to say. Now I know it's a debut, I know it's pre-season friendly. It's against what I would consider a tiring United side, but you can only do what's put in front of you. Let's be honest about it. Let me see. That's Charlotte so stops. So I have it on the phone. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. I keep messing around with that and have it right for the next pod we do. I think the next pod we will do will be Tuesday night. It will be a Skype pod. It'll be the Tuesday Club. I think I'm hosting it. We have a couple of people on. That's going to be the way for the next 2 weeks for the Tuesday Club, while more works goes into sorting out our new bunker for the new season. You'll see across the bottom of the screen there, just to let you know. Blog Talk Radio. That's where we put all our podcasts originally. You can still get them. I don't know podcast channels, but that's where we get them from. Facebook. We have a Facebook page. Most of the articles and stuff was up there. A lot of transfer rumors get thrown in there as well for people to discuss. That's always lively in there. Lots of people looking at them. A few people commenting on them. But that's where you get a lot of your transfer stuff. Liverpool on the attack again here. 90 minutes gone. Shot by Ojo, just out for a throw in, another good break again, but one touch football and it's constantly just eating through United. YouTube, you need to just subscribe to YouTube. It's very important. I'm not just saying that. YouTube is probably the platform we work on least, or we have worked on least over the course of the last year, 2 years. It's just something we mainly concentrate, I suppose, on Periscope and your downloads. But YouTube is going to be big this season because some of the shows will be YouTube only. And if they're YouTube only, that's all. That's the only place you get them. Genuinely, you won't get them on. You won't get an audio feed or a download. You literally get YouTube. Watch it on YouTube. So you need to subscribe to that. Twitter, usual. Follow there. You'll find out everything that's going on with us. You'll find out when the shows, where to find them, how to get them, how to watch them. You get all of that. Game's over. 91 minutes gone. Liverpool win 4-1. Good run out. And Dublin next week is the next game. Mourinho looks like something that was fucking. Looks like something that's homeless. Klopp is happy out there. Players happy out. Good run out. Shaqiri, probably the best player of the whole game. To be perfectly honest with you, that's how good he was. I'm just going to mess around here while we're doing this, and we'll have a chat about. We go through a lot of players here now in a minute. I'm just going to go through here, make sure the comments are coming through. Let's see. You make them through there, I don't know. I'm working on doing my best, right? Let's go through it. So, first half, let's go through. If any other comments on any of the players you want to speak of, walk away. We'll talk about as many of them as you like. First half, goalkeeper has very little to do apart from the free kick, which is top drawer. So, was there anyone standing out in the first half? I thought Mane and Salah were quite good. I think Solanke struggled. I think Lallana was good in spots. Gave it away a couple of times. Both fullbacks were very good. Camacho, as we mentioned already, really, really good. Who else? Now we have the comments coming up there. What are we walking through there? 2 lucky penalties as goes to Sicario. No, I think they were both penalties in fairness. Wasn't a bad second half, says he Senda. Yeah. Goes to Sicario. The ref is a fucking scouser. Yeah, I know how you feel. If that was me, if that was against my side, I'd be giving out, but I'd be only giving out because I just could. What else? First half, I thought Fabinho was quite good. The problem Fabinho might have, and I don't mean to be bad in saying this, is that he is going to struggle with the fan base that give out, the backwards passes he does. He does a lot of them. Most of them are dead right to do. Just pass the ball back and play and keep playing, and no problem there. Milner, I thought, was too deep as a midfielder. Kevin Sullivan, lads, we played at Man United side with our kids in goal. They didn't have a thing to do. Yeah, that's a very good point. They didn't have a thing to do. Second penalty, Robertson kicked Herrera. No, Robertson's going to kick the ball and Herrera's in behind him. That's probably unfortunate. I will go that far. Goes this Sicario. I'm laughing because I know it's true. I'm laughing because I would probably do the same thing. Not a bad football wonderland, not a bad tap in for Sheridan on his debut. Yeah, it wasn't a bad tap in. What made it even funnier was the attempted shot with his right foot 20 seconds beforehand, which made it more funny. Kevin Sullivan, going back to that point, for me, Sanchez looks so frustrated that United team. He wants players up around him, playing 1-2s, playing off them, getting 1-2s behind defences and stuff like that. Just didn't happen for him. It absolutely just didn't happen for him. Who else was there first half? Centre halves were fine. Wasn't a bother there. Clapham went into a few meaty ones. Oh, Milner. Go back to Milner. Milner, for me, he was too deep. As a centre midfielder, he was too deep. He was taking up too much of Camacho's space. And in fairness to Camacho, I think he walks better with a little bit of space to walk, where he can get up and down that line, and he can influence the game there. I think Milner kind of suffocated a little bit down the right hand side in the first half. Milner was good though. He got stuck in, and if you want to get a tempo to a game, Milner's your man. Milner will constantly do it for you, no problem at all. Who else was first half? Lallana. We went to him. We went Fabinho. We went Camacho. Moreno was quite good. Good saving tackle there. A few minutes in, I think Lallana gets caught for pace. Mixes early days for Shaqiri, if work rate matches his skill level, we've got a bargain. Absolutely. I don't think he'd worry about his work rate. I don't think he'd be allowed. I don't think you come into this team and I think if your work rate's anywhere below where it should be, you won't play. It's just as simple as that. That's just the standard we set, and the standard that Klopp sets. But yeah, going back, sorry, Nick, I'm careful, I'm interrupting myself. Yeah, he's not number 9. I know it's pre-season, but we absolutely lost it. Hard to get excited. Hard not to get excited. It is hard not to get excited. I think we've been very good. Players that I would look to try and impress to get into this team around this squad done well. Like Ojo tonight, Shaqiri, Sturridge, all done very well. Been very impressed with the centre half, Phillips. Really impressed with him. Does the simple things, does them well. Not afraid to stick his foot in. You can't be any happier than that. We moved into the second half. They made a couple of changes. Van Dijk stayed on. Clavin went off and Phillips came on, allowing Van Dijk back into his natural left-hand side position. The young goalkeeper, Keller, the young Irish lad, came on. Had nothing to do, as someone mentioned there a minute ago. Curtis Jones came on and played right back. Wasn't a problem to him. I would have liked him probably to see him further up the pitch because I think he's very exciting. I think he's a very, very exciting player. Yeah, and they're just on time there. Dems 86 says Camacho looks very good again. He did. He really, really did. Who went? Chirivella come on, done very well. One thing about Chirivella was he was in the box for a knockback from Sturridge. Just missed it. And when the ball got back on the other end of the pitch, he was there taking it off the centre half. So Chirivella done. I don't see him being in the squad this season. You might see alone. He may go. But I think he done quite well when he came on. Who else have we got? On Sturridge. Mick, I'm going to come back to Woburn a little bit. On Sturridge comes on within a minute, he scores. The one thing I did look from tonight, unselfish at the back post. A lot more simple in his play. Little touches, no problem. Making space for himself, no problem. But he laid it off, he got rid of that, and he turned and played. He didn't get himself into blind alleys and try anything stupid. He kept it nice and simple. And he done very well. He could have probably had a second. He bent one towards the back post I thought was in. Kev O'Sullivan says no complaints at all. Everyone's giving Klopp a headache. Yeah, absolutely. Bit worried for. We go on to Woburn. Bit worried for Woburn. Yeah, I think he was on the periphery tonight. I think when we're on top, he done very well against City tonight. He was pressing the ball well. He was winning the back. He was using it very well. He recycled it very well. And you see, I have to remember the thing about Woburn. Woburn comes on the scene and plays in the front three, and scores a goal against I think it's Leeds in the League Cup. And everyone's raving about him. The lad's only still 19 years of age. Is he even 19? But he's somewhere around that. I give him a little bit more time. I think alone is the best thing for him. That's being perfectly honest with you. But we'll have to see how it goes. For Woburn. But yeah, back to Sturridge. I'm one that just continuously says that I can't put up with this every season. All this hope and then nothing happens. And he's injured and it all goes pear-shaped. He's not swaying me, but he's doing everything he can to sway me. I think if you can get Sturridge into the season and get him on the bench, you may have a chance with him. You just may have a chance with him. But in the back of my mind, it's a bit like the Carriers thing, in the back of all Liverpool fans' minds, no matter how good he plays, when this goes wrong, it's always in your head. And that's the biggest downfall for Carriers now. It's not that it's in his head, it's that it's in our heads. And the same with Sturridge. A lot of people are going around saying, alright, very good, played well, he scored there today, but you're just waiting for that injury. You're waiting for that injury where it's a slight toe strain and he's gone for 2 months. Because his whole body breaks down. Kev O'Sullivan, he could do a lot worse than going to Leeds and working with Bielsa for a season regarding Woburn. Woburn needs to go into a team that will, for me, be probably challenging in the Championship. Guaranteed top 4 or 5 in the Championship and probably playing in a number 10 role. That's where I'd put it. That's where I'd see it. But let's see, there's 2 more friendlies to go. Try pick a squad now. Try pick an 18 for West Ham at home, and you take it into consideration who's playing at the moment, who's due back, who will get back, and who's pushed themselves beyond other players. Now, I think you'll see kind of right back. We've gone through this area, but there's different options there, and we'll need them. We will need them because even if these players come back on the 5th or 6th of August, it's probably going to be 2 to 3 weeks before you see the best of them, the absolute best of them. So we're going to need players to fill in there. The likes of Shaqiri, Solanke has done himself. I just don't think Solanke is on the same wavelength as the players we have. I really don't. Origi didn't get on the pitch. He was on the bench, didn't get on the pitch. But when you pick the squad, you're going to need. This is where your squad of 22 comes in. Your 18 are there, but you have to take 5 or 6 out, or 4 or 5 out because of the World Cup and stuff like that. You have to bring 4 or 5 in, and the whole 22-man squad really comes into effect for the first 4 to 5 league games the next season. But look, it's all good signs. It's all good signs. We play Napoli in Dublin a week today, and then we have Torino and Anfield. I think it's a Tuesday or Wednesday the following week. It'll be the Wednesday, and it could be the Thursday actually. It's one of them, and then home to West Ham on the 12th. But yeah, I think it's been a good game overall to me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed how Liverpool played. I enjoyed the tempo they played with. I don't think, bar 1 or 2, I think most of them had a bit above average performance. Bar 1 or 2 of them that I was a little bit disappointed with, but I won't go into them. And you've beaten United 4-1 and albeit a pre-season friendly. You've beaten them, and gives confidence to the whole team. I'm going to run. I'm playing golf in the morning, playing early, so I have to go. Hope you enjoyed it. As I said, new season's coming up. We're 2 weeks away from a new season. You're going to see changes with the trippers. You're going to see changes in venue for the main pods. You're going to see possibly some new shows, some new contributors, some new hosts. People that are already on the trippers will be hosting shows now. That we're all going to try to take turns in doing this. As I said, down the bottom of the screen there, Blog Talk Radio, if you want to go on there, you get every show we've ever done. Although, go onto your podcast, supplier, whether it's Podcast Addict or Apple, iTunes, or wherever it is, and you'll get everything you need. Facebook, www.facebook.com/LFC Daytrippers. You get everything on there. Mostly, you get the shows posted on there. You will get the transfer stuff goes in there for people to discuss, and the likes of Vida that goes up on there, and people are like, "No, fuck away, piss off." You get that. YouTube is the big one, lads. YouTube is the big one. You need to subscribe to YouTube. The likes of the people there, like I see there, Mick, Kev, Mick and Kev will watch most weeks on Periscope. I think they watch. They could be watching on YouTube. I'm not too sure. But if you're on YouTube, you're going to find that we're going to put out shows on YouTube. You're going to look for it on your podcast supplier, and you're not going to find them. YouTube, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Subscribe. You can, turn the alerts off. You know what I mean? Sorry. Excuse me. You can turn the alerts off. Just you subscribe, hit the subscription button. Then during the week, it'll bring you up all the shows. Anything we've done. We're going to try to do some pre-match, half-time, post-match sort of stuff. We won't be doing this watching the game, like watch the bleeding game. You know what I mean? It's just not something we do. We just thought we'd mess around with this tonight, but we're going to try this immediate reaction stuff after matches, possibly live from our new bunker. Hopefully we do. And so subscribe to YouTube. Go into YouTube, type LFC Daytrippers. You'll find us. Hit subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. It's not going to annoy you all day. Literally, when you go into your YouTube app, you can hit subscriptions, and our videos will come up there. But it's very important because you will miss out on stuff, because certain shows will be YouTube only, and you'll be looking for them on Periscope, and you'll be looking for them on your podcast supplier, and you won't get them. So just make sure you do that. All our content, we're always trying to keep it free. So yeah, we're working hard to do that. In fairness, we put a lot of money into this summer, but we're trying to keep everything we can free. So any subscription you give us, any follow you give us, any like, retweet, anything like that, it boosts us, and it boosts our reach to people. And basically, by doing that, it means we can keep it free. If it drops and drops and drops, we can't get the likes of sponsorship in order to do this. So the more people that watch, the more chance we have sponsorship to put money in and to make sure that this is kept free at all times, because that's what we want to do. We're all people that work full time, this is what we mess about after work. If I'm not playing golf, so yeah, that's been us. That's been the Trippers. That's been our coverage of Liverpool versus Manchester United. 4-1 win. We'll be back with you on Tuesday night with the Tuesday Club. Keep your eye on Twitter for that, and Facebook, and as I said, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Anything you need to know, get on to our Twitter, and we'll answer any questions you need or anything you need at all. We're always there, yeah. Thanks for watching. It's been good win. Rolling Napoli next week. See you in a bit.